everybody. Welcome to the show with Mike, with T-Roy. Big E here for his final day before heading back out on the road for a few weeks. T-Roy, how are we doing, buddy?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
I feel much safer today.
Much safer?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I got CPR certified today.
Well,
Spread out.
how many lives did you save?
I beat the shit out of a dummy for a while.
Yeah, is it Annie? Was that the name of the dummy in high school?
I think it was, but
Does anyone remember?
This was a dude.
So if I were to start choking right now, you'd save me?
I could.
Okay.
I'm saying I would.
But you
have
could.
the option. Yes.
Okay.
What are they doing now? Didn't they change it to where it's
did.
not like just pumps and then
No,
breaths?
it is pumps.
But no breath.
No mouth to mouth, right?
Because of COVID. But that's supposedly being lifted.
Seriously? That's why they did that?
Yeah.
Because of COVID?
And then supposedly lifting that soon. So technically they couldn't teach you that, but they taught us that because that's what's coming back around.
Really? I thought that was something they wiped out long before COVID.
No.
That they had changed that about doing the mouth.
Or they might have. I don't know. But I don't know exactly why. But they said it's coming back more than likely here in the not too distant future. So
Right on.
2 short breaths, 1 second apiece. Compressions.
Yeah. How many compressions do you have to do?
You got to do 30 at a pace of 100 to 120 per minute.
Oh, geez. So a little faster than a second?
2 per second. It would be 120
Okay, yeah.
beats per second.
Yeah.
They say, there's a Bee Gees song that's Staying Alive is 100 beats per minute.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
You could find 120 beats a minute per minute song. Yeah.
I'm sure.
That's
So-
funny. Yeah, they could do that.
Like we watched,
Stay alive.
I only know that because of The Office.
exactly.
By
We,
the
we
way.
actually watched that scene. God, it's such a great scene.
Really?
In the
I don't
office.
remember that.
Oh, it's such a great scene.
What is it? Who is it? Like
They're
Dwight?
doing their CPR training. Everybody
Yeah.
in there. Yeah. It's
That's
it's classic.
excellent.
Yeah.
That's excellent. That show.
That's the one where
it's
Dwight-
just the gift that keeps on
He
giving.
cuts the
man.
face off the dummy and puts it on his face when he's got the little skin face on. He's
Yeah.
like, that's what that's from. They're like, why did you cut the face off the dummy?
Dude, what was that thing you shared with, I think maybe just me. You might have shared it on social media yesterday of the band that the guy went up as Dwight.
Oh yeah, that's Tool. That's the guitarist for Tool.
Dude.
Did a Halloween show a few years
I
back.
mean, that dude.
looks so good.
Is
doesn't
that
it?
a mask?
Yeah, I think it's all
gotta be.
prosthetics and everything. Like he did the whole 9, the outfit.
Yeah, the yellow shirt, mustard shirt
Yeah,
with the
just
tie.
a little ponytail was hanging out the back of it.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, I like a good Halloween costume when
Yeah.
done properly.
Yeah. Halloween. I need to get back into Halloween. It is a fun holiday. People have just gotten so pissy about it, about costumes and stuff. And I know we get in this fight every year.
There you go up there, by the way.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, dude. How fucking great it is.
You have the nunchucks in the back.
The people in the crowd must have been so confused because it looks just
No,
like
everybody.
Dwight
I know,
Schrute.
but everybody was dressed up. It was a Halloween show.
Look at
there
that.
you go. Yeah, isn't that crazy? how good that is?
Crazy
Yeah, it's
how good
badass.
that looks.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Well, he's a Hollywood effects guy, so I'm sure
Who
he's
is? The guy from Tool?
Adam Jones. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like all the claymation stuff and their early videos and everything. That's all him.
Really?
Yeah, he actually works like Hollywood special effects.
That's awesome.
Till they got big enough that he could stop doing that.
Yeah.
But that's what he was doing when they
Outsource
started. In the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, they did a lot of claymation type stuff.
That was what all the other stuff was.
Yeah,
a lot of the
yeah.
artwork, all that stuff was him.
Yeah.
The later stuff's Alex Gray, like a lot of the
Yeah.
crazier shit.
After the show last night, you went over to Erebus.
I did a little haunted house.
Yeah, that scared me too much last time I was at Erebus. I'll be
Yeah?
honest with you. Yeah, with Jay and I. Remember that, E?
I didn't go, but I remember that you went.
Yeah, you didn't go?
No.
So it was K-Dog and me and Jay?
I must have had something going on.
Yeah,
I hate,
you did-
I
you did
hate
that
scary shit.
Dude,
yeah.
Jay and I hung on to each other like 5-year-old girls the entire way through. It was absurd.
Yeah.
I know no one's going to hurt me. I know when it feels like a trap door, you're going to fall to your death. You're not.
Yeah.
I know all that. And yet still it was like Jay and I, arm in arm, like little fucking
That's a great
girls.
point. Like, you're right. I mean, they are not going to hurt you. They're
No.
just not. I know sometimes I think there's some that they
Yeah.
technically can get really close or even touch you. I feel like are there some that they
little
do
bit.
Not
that?
really.
But they're
usually
not, but
don't,
most
though.
but most 90% of them they're not gonna do shit.
Yeah.
And yet I can't fucking go in it.
Yeah.
I had one of those big spider thing that like comes out. The hydraulics that comes out. It got me right in the dick.
Really?
I mean, yeah, like
I'd be suing.
I was like, oh, I didn't see it coming. That was a good one.
Was it good?
It was
there
good.
A lot of people
yeah,
there for
it
Halloween?
was fairly busy. fortunately we got the fast pass thing because there's one line that wraps around the building, and I was like, I don't think that's us. Let's go over this way. And we walked over, and there was a line with 15 people on this side.
Really?
Like here.
What did they charge extra for the fast pass?
$5, I think.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, okie dokie.
Definitely.
You picked a half-hour block. Everybody else just came and just showed up and just waited in line for an hour and something.
Yeah,
we were in line like 10 minutes.
Well, were there a lot of people dressed up?
Some, not really. But what I found out, and I didn't realize too, is that if you're in a costume, they have to label you, like put something on you, tags or glow in the dark shit, so they know that you're just in
not
costume, that you're not part of the show. Yeah,
yeah.
So like everybody that had something on, they had to like go through a whole spiel, and
ugh.
Yeah, I was like, I'm glad I didn't wear my cool priest outfit.
Yeah. Well, you and I have gotten into discussion over the years, T, about blackface.
Yes.
In costumes.
Yep.
And you have been unapologetic, like, fuck you.
Absolutely.
In a lot of respects, and I don't want to state your position.
Fuck you.
But you think it's an honor a lot of times
it
that
can
you're...
be. I'm saying it's not automatically a negative.
Racist.
Yes. If I want to be if I wanted to be Bob Marley,
right.
And so I'm just not allowed to be someone of a different race for Halloween.
Right.
Is that it? Or if I do, I can't. I can only wear the dreads and the hat and all that, but I can't look like it.
Yeah.
So no, I have no issues with that. I mean, I should 100% be able to put in blackface because I'm emulating someone. I'm not mocking them.
Right.
Right. Yeah. If I put it on all fucking Mammy and Pappy style,
Yeah.
Of course, that's
I understand that argument. I just don't know that it.
I'm sure it doesn't, but
not that you care.
I don't, but that it doesn't.
And I don't think you've ever
done
blackface.
Care.
I don't think you've ever done it though.
I have not. No.
Yeah.
No.
I swear I haven't either.
I have
mean,
not.
If someone pulled up a picture of us in high school, it wouldn't shock me, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I don't think the closest we came was Booty Quake.
Right.
And that was literally just like paying homage to a fucking great LA band that we used to see at the Viper Room. And they were white guys, like disco rock and roll, fucking giant wigs. They were hilarious. They were so good. And the bar holds 50 people.
Yeah.
So you'd get in there, they'd play on Monday nights, and we'd fucking rock out all night sweating with this killer band. And so me, you, and Deuce went one year as Booty Quake. No one would have known around here what that was.
No, we were just cool dudes with afros.
Yeah, just giant afros. We raided my mom's closet for all her 60s hippie shit, and we wore all that and fucking did the part. I'm starting to agree with you that there's a difference between paying homage to something versus like
making fun of it.
Doing a Mammy
or
show.
knocking it down. Exactly.
Right. Like, is Aunt Jemima, would that be, can you respect Aunt Jemima and going blackface? Or is that...
I mean, probably because, I mean, that's a stereotypical character, too.
Yeah.
So
See, I would think that would be a problem.
There's that side of it, too. That's what I'm saying. But, like, if I wanted to be Bob Marley, then why can't I be Bob Marley?
Right.
And why is it that, it's just where I fundamentally disagree, and I understand society doesn't feel that way.
Yeah,
and that probably why.
Megyn Kelly was blown off her show for even having this discussion.
Yeah,
she wasn't trying to go in blackface.
No.
She was like, "Hey, I mean, if someone goes as Diana Ross and it's like they're like, I don't understand the problem. They're paying respect.
Yeah."
To this iconic character.
Yeah, if you wanted to be what was the Supremes or whatever, if there was
Diana Ross,
3 or 4 girls or whatever wanted to be that, and they just wore like those dresses and they were white, they didn't know who the fuck they were.
Right.
You could sell it, and you really want to be it, and you want to actually make it good.
Yeah.
Then you could do it, and you go all out. And then
what
you'd
if
be
you
like,
went
oh my
as
god, look at this! The Supremes, that's badass.
Yeah. Do a little dance, have a musical number you do. Also, like if you went Motown 25th anniversary, Michael Jackson, Billie Jean performance, there's a lot to that outfit with the black floods, the penny loafers, the sparkly socks, the one glove, that he wore, that the hat. Like you could see getting all dolled up in that perfect Halloween costume, by the way.
Yeah, it would be great.
To do the Michael Jackson 25th anniversary Billie Jean special. Or the Thriller tour with the jacket. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like all that. I think you could, there's an argument to be made that it works a little better with blackface.
Sure. Well, that's just it. So are you allowed to do it and not have blackface? So would that be okay?
You're definitely allowed to do that.
Okay, so I could totally dress like that as long as I don't actually paint my face to do that.
Right.
Now,
that's what those people say you should do.
So is it okay for me to wear that same outfit and then also wear a Michael Jackson mask.
Oh, black mask.
Would that be okay?
I assume it would to
It would
wear a
have
black
to be.
mask.
Why wouldn't it be?
I have a feeling E thinks differently. I think it's,
No, I don't think I wouldn't. You know what? I wouldn't do it because I'm just at that point where I don't want to bother. I'm kind of lazy.
Well, that's not. I mean, that's not the point of it. And
no, but I agree. My point is, I'm not on the other side. I agree with Troy.
You were being quiet, so I figured.
No,
you were.
I just don't know what to say. I agree. I think technically you should be able to do it. I wouldn't do it just because I don't feel
the
like
backlash of it, and that's just where we're at in society. But that's still my belief, and I wholeheartedly.
I would want to do the
behind
mask. By the
that.
way, that'd be a pain in the ass.
It would too, but my point is that it's okay. I can do it if I wear a mask. That would be okay.
Probably.
Right? But to just do it, and so I don't wear a mask, and to actually just paint my face black so that I could do it that way is somehow, some way crossing a line so far that you can never work in this world again.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's where it's so far.
Oh, I definitely don't agree
disconnected.
with that at all.
It's so far disconnected from reality. And I get it. If you're doing it in poor taste, of course, that's poor taste.
Right.
No matter what it is that you're doing, there should be repercussions of it. In some level.
What if you went as the Soul Man character? Remember the old movie from
Thomas,
the
80s?
C. Thomas Howell.
Yeah.
Soul
Man.
I mean, that would be hilarious if people got it.
Right.
And it's like he's trying to get into an Ivy League school, but his grades aren't good enough as a white guy. It's a Title IX movie or whatever it is. Where, is it Title IX or Affirmative Action?
Yeah.
Affirmative Action, where he can get in as a black guy, so they put him in blackface. A movie you could never make today.
No,
by the way.
no.
Never. But if you went to C. Thomas Howell in that role, that would be hilarious. Also, I wouldn't. Yeah, there you go. There he is.
Yep.
You could never do that today.
No.
But also, if you wanted to pay tribute to the movie White Chicks with the Wayans brothers, Damon and
that was Marlon and Damon, I think. Marlon
and Damon.
Wasn't Damon? I don't think. I think it was the two other brothers, Marlon and. Maybe it was Damon. Maybe I thought it was the two.
But that would be
two off brothers.
Hilarious to have. You and I go as the Wayans brothers in that, or no, have two black guys go as the Wayans brothers in that movie with white face.
Yep.
No one in this room would be offended by that. We'd think it was hilarious.
Of course not.
Right?
Yes.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah. I think intent is completely off the table.
Yeah.
It means nothing anymore.
Well, I'm going to show you a picture and a brief video of some kids in Utah. Guess what color they are? Mm-hmm. Who decided, and every year this happens. Every year we end up talking about this. And, to your point, which you just said, which was, or both of you were kind of alluding to, like, oh, it shouldn't ruin your career. It shouldn't ruin your life. You do something dumb when you're a kid. Group of teenagers painted their faces black, dressed up as prisoners, as people warned their futures would be ruined for committing this hate crime.
Now you're going to have to tell me more. What is the reasoning for?
Now, that's a little different story. You're just
you're assuming all prisoners are black,
right? You're not. I mean, you could be a white prisoner. But you're that's a negative.
I'm looking at the picture here. I know Troy isn't yet. I just kept looking.
Don't pull it up yet.
No, but I just kept waiting for you to say like, oh, they're doing a movie that I don't know about or something.
No. There's a girl dressed as a cop. And she's got prisoners. They're wearing the traditional black and white stripes.
Yeah.
And they've got blackface on.
Okay.
So,
and that I have a problem with in a way. I mean, because there's nothing positive about that.
Spectators were outraged. I always feel like this is a bullshit outrage, that this is not affecting your life. It's like LeBron James going and like, there's been an uptick in the N-word on Twitter. I'm like, oh, besides the 5,000 times you hear it every day from your teammates and friends?
Yeah.
Like, really? You're so devastated by the fact some asshole might drop
you know what I would say?
Fuck off.
I might be. Unless there's more to this, man, then they're just prisoners with a girl that's a cop.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know.
Okay, then I would say I'm borderline outraged at the sense of like, dude, that's fucking dumb.
You mean kids being stupid?
Yeah.
Kids being stupid is what they do.
But
which is... Well, so here's the thing.
But we're not 1980. This is 1980. There's social media. They know more.
Jesus, we say the same thing every year. Like, really? Do these kids not know? Have they not been around long enough to know that no matter what, you and I can have this conversation as full-grown adults. Kids do not think like full-grown adults because they're not full-grown adults. And so they're going to do dumb shit. They're going to try to be wild. They're going to try to cross a line. They're fucking rebellious, man. And this is probably just a stupid idea. I can look at this and go, guys, what are we doing? Why?
They were the only 3 black guys in Utah that day?
Right? They couldn't find any black guys, so they just painted their faces. But of course, people start filming them, and it's like, you're never going to work again. you're never going to go to college. You're never going to, and just like, okay, really? You're going to take a couple 16-year-olds and fucking just declare for the world that they can never work again? Yeah, well, they can never go to school? Fuck off.
People's words, again, and that holds less weight than fucking anything. Say whatever you want. Who gives a shit?
Employers, unfortunately, seem to be giving a shit.
This will long be gone. I mean,
hopefully.
Good luck running for office or anything, but other than that, you're probably going to be okay.
Yeah, but so many people want to dig into everybody's social media, find that image that's going to destroy them.
Yeah.
Like, too many people want to play this game, and it's like, it's better for society if we don't go ratting each other out for every misstep as we grow up, because we say it 1,000 times all the time here. Like, I'm so glad there weren't cameras and ready available digital 4K cameras that could have captured every stupid thing we did growing up, because we'd never be employable.
Yep.
And everybody, for the most part, goes through some level of that, some worse than others. We happen to be very rebellious, very outgoing. We didn't think about tomorrow. We didn't think about what this was going to do to our future. We just didn't.
Yeah.
You and I and a handful of guys we ran with. Now, some people were more responsible than we were. We were pretty fucking bad. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad there's not documented shit where it's like anybody could go out of their way, not knowing Troy Courtney, but disagreeing with a comment you make on here, and then going out of their way to try to destroy your existence. That sucks.
Well, I mean, I feel like you're defending them for making stupid mistakes, but at some level, you also have to be accountable for your own actions.
Yeah.
That's like saying, okay, well, 50 years ago, it was acceptable to throw the hard R, on the end, and that was just what it was. But now people, know the difference. Okay.
Right.
Well, now you know not to do blackface, right? The memo's been put out.
Do you think, because they do this every year, and it's kind of why I bring it up. Well, every year this story comes up with a handful of cases around the country where some stupid teenagers do this. And I don't want to excuse it, because I'll show you the pictures. It does look bad. It's a bad fucking look. Yep. But is it pure mockery of black people, or is it trying to be edgy with a costume and trying to go that extra mile?
I think this one's pretty bad, personally.
Well, let's pull it up and show Troy. I'm saying the same thing. I'm not justifying this.
I don't know what's edgy about that.
Kids are fucking stupid.
Stupid for sure, but I don't know what the edge is. Like,
just to be. I mean, I don't know.
And it's
like I said, it's just
there's a video too.
It's different from what I'm saying. I mean, whereas dressing
this
up
isn't
like
a tribute
someone,
to anybody.
Exactly, it's not a tribute.
Here, one second.
They knew what they were doing.
You think?
They know what they were doing.
Yeah.
They probably.
Do you think they knew it was going to cause issues?
No, I mean, they probably don't know that it's going to be a lifetime fucking sentence.
No.
They don't think that that's to your point. You don't think that far ahead.
No.
They don't think of the long-term repercussions, and that goes for across the board for kids, mine especially. But that doesn't excuse what they did, and they thought, okay, we'll get whatever it was, their intent. Yeah. Whether it was just to get a rile out of somebody, let's see if we can make the news. Let's see if who knows.
Well,
but that's very, very, very intentional.
Is there a difference between going to a high school party, Halloween party, where everybody there, they know you, and you walk in with an outrageous costume like that, and your friends know you, and they're like, ha ha.
Yeah.
As opposed to walking into a local Walmart.
Absolutely.
Which is where they are.
There is.
Which is like, it seems like there'd be a difference in that.
I mean,
I think they're both
hoping it being somewhat of a safe place, yes, but there is no such thing anymore.
That's the other thing, right?
There is no such thing anymore. Yeah. There was when we grew up, because there wasn't cameras for everything and videos of everything. It wasn't all documented.
Yeah.
But now it is, and you have to know that.
And the thing is, they do know that. That's the other thing. I'm sorry. I understand that they're young, and you're right. They don't think of the future. No one does. Yeah. Internet. I get all that. But they're not naive to what social media is, dude. They know.
Are you sure?
Yeah. How can you be that naive?
Yeah.
To cancel culture?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know what their history with social media is. Obviously, I would tend to agree with you that I think you have to be such a total fucking moron.
I still think that
living under a rock to not know.
I think you probably always think that it's not.
But I don't know.
You.
I wasn't paying attention to the news at that age. I wasn't paying attention to newspapers.
Yeah,
because it wasn't on your phone.
Yeah.
You had to watch the 6 o'clock news or read a newspaper when we were growing up. So it's not the same. Like, you can't avoid this now.
I still think that probably, yes, they can be like, it's not going to happen to me. I don't think they can think that, but they're aware.
Yeah.
Well,
they fucked around and found out. That's basically what it boils down to. They rolled the dice and crapped out.
We can see countless videos of kids in high school calling each other the N-word.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I mean black and white to black people. Like, they're their boys. And they hear their black friends using that word. They hear all their rap idols using those words. And they feel comfortable enough using them too. I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying we see those videos and it's like, I can't believe how many N-words. You know what? Open that door, T. Let them go in the backyard. Sorry not to tell you what to do. But we do see them drop very comfortably N-bombs all the time around each other. So I don't know. There's a very fine line.
I would say too, the dress, to me, to be honest with you, the outfit that they're wearing,
the old school black and white stripes.
It seems worse. Right. It seems way worse to me than if it was just like the orange, because not like you have like an orange, right, or something, jumpsuit kind of.
Yeah.
There's something about this black and white one. It's from a time, because they don't wear 50s. That anymore. It's
working on the chain gang time.
And I would say that goes more to like what their, no offense, but like what their thought was.
Maybe that's a good point. Maybe they were absolutely going after a vintage time where only black people were locked up. I don't know.
I don't think there was ever that time.
No, not that. But I just mean where things were even worse.
I guess what bothers me is the people that stick cameras in their face and are just like, "You're ruined."
Of course, these are losers too.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I'm not saying they're right either.
They're losers. But do that. But
there is no absolute. It doesn't have to be absolute right or wrong.
Yeah,
there could be two wrongs.
They can both be wrong.
Right.
Yeah. No, I guess I just take issue with that. Like, as a whole, as a society, calling your fellow members out all the time and this gotcha world fucking sucks. And I don't care what level it's to. Oh. Like,
none of us agree with the cancel culture, but that is where we are.
Yeah.
And you got to understand that it's a massive movement right now.
Yeah.
And so to do something like that,
and I would say this, by the way, not to be that guy, but when Troy says like, "Oh, we all know about cancel culture and we like it," like, yeah, most people I don't think actually do like it for the most part. But you know what? There are some things like when what is Chris Newberg has said it before, like name people that have been canceled. You know what I mean? I think he said like that are really didn't deserve it. And I would say I don't think these kids should not be able to go to college. I don't think they should have a job. But there are still fuck around and find out, like Troy said. I mean, this is pretty rough to me.
And who's actually been canceled? Not somebody that hasn't, not the
Louis C.K.
He's back.
Well,
sort of by himself. He's not picked up by anybody. Okay. He just had enough money to fund himself. Yeah. So he's got his own website. He sells his own shit, books his own tours.
He kind of was doing a lot of that before. Anyway,
anybody else canceled can't afford to do that. They're just canceled.
Yeah.
You know.
But the point is, you can look into a lot of it, and it's like it's not that I agree with it, but it doesn't just happen for the most part out of nowhere. Like it wasn't. They did something wrong usually, and it's not a right to be famous or make money doing comedy or anything.
Yeah.
It's a privilege, just like being on a football team.
Well, as a comedian, I would think you would understand more than anybody. Like you want that freedom on stage to be as artistic as possible.
Yeah. Well, the problem is
without worrying.
Yeah, that's fine, but his was not an on-stage issue either.
Whose?
Louis.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with his act.
Weak.
I'm not saying it wasn't, but I'm saying it wasn't anything about his act that got him canceled or what he said on stage that got him canceled. It was
a questionable but sexual situation.
That's not what got him canceled.
Right.
It was off stage.
You're right.
That got him. And it's not some. It's one thing if you do something and you're charged criminally or you go to prison or something along those lines, but just the cancel culture where they came after you for doing something, like really name somebody that's gone. That cancel culture came after.
Think about it.
Exactly. There's nobody off the top of your head, so it's not like it's.
I gave you Louis C.K. I mean, I could give you stuff like Ricky Schroeder and Scott Baio and all those people that'll never work in Hollywood. And Scott Baio, you can mock him, you can joke, but that dude had nothing but hit after hit after hit his entire life. And then he backed Trump, and the guy's fucking toast.
What was the last thing Baio did?
It doesn't matter. I'm just saying, like,
well, it does.
That guy
was hit after hit after hit up
until
1990.
I would say the Trump stuff.
Then it does matter.
I would say anything, the stuff where it's like, I've backed Trump and then you're gone, that is the weakest out of any of the stuff.
Course.
But when people make a mildly racist joke or they're those are a little different to me. It's not that it's right, but it's a little, now the Trump thing, that's over the line for sure.
Let's watch the video here. Let's see what the cameraman says to the kids.
Yeah,
Let's see what the kids say.
These are losers. I agree, though.
You guys are not going to get into a college. You guys are not going to get any scholarships because this is a hate crime.
We all dropped out of high school. It's okay.
And I still don't think it's appropriate for you guys to be doing this. It's really not funny.
I don't know why these videos always end after 14 seconds.
You guys.
I don't like the college crap. The other stuff she says isn't that far off.
So is that a hate crime or is it just insensitive? I don't think of it as a hate crime.
Well, here's the problem. Where does it go eventually? Why is that funny? And then you go down that line of, it's okay to make, why are black people
but again,
in jail?
that you could say that about anything, though. Like, who gets to decide where that line is?
Well, people do, and she decided it was for her.
Right.
And besides, this is just some cunt in Walmart.
Yeah.
So why do we give a shit what she says?
We don't.
Why are we talking about it?
Because this happens every year and it's Halloween.
Okay. So some Karen filmed it and had a problem with it. So fucking what?
Yeah. Well,
I mean that's part of the problem is giving that twat a voice. Too.
Yeah.
So what? So of course she can be offended by it. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's her right.
But he was almost saying like, if she, certain people are offended. It's like, dude, if you think what you say on stage isn't offensive, Jesus, you got another thing.
I'm not worried about it though.
No, I know, but if someone ends up calling you out, if you get big enough and then they start doing your shit, that would be really tragic.
Yeah, it's what it is. By the way, Troy, just real quick, looking at it again, do you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't what's the point of that?
Yeah, no, it's not exactly. They could have just done that and been them as prisoners in the little chick cop.
Yeah,
it happens all the time.
Right.
But they decided to go full black face.
I mean, like, do you put any of this on their parents? Because these kids had to have gotten ready at home.
If my kid, and I'm not a dad, thank God.
Maybe they did, maybe they didn't.
Would your dad have said shit to you, Troy? I don't know that he would have.
Then, probably not.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a thing then. Now, I would hope that parents would be like, what the fuck?
Dude, I know you think you're being funny, but this is going to fuck you up,
hold on.
man.
Just so you know, this is probably a really bad idea. Maybe not. I don't, they could have all been at somebody's house and got ready. I don't know.
You would think there was probably one adult that bumped into them before they walked out.
And even the college thing. Do you even know how old they are?
I don't know. They said teenagers, so.
Well, right. I mean, they said they dropped out of high school. Yeah, they could be 19 living on their own. Who knows?
And I would say, as far as, and I know we just have very different.
Them.
What's up?
I don't think it identifies them or their age.
Me and Mike and I always kind of tend to have very different things on this because you always go to this artistic thing as a comic and being worried.
Yeah.
But I look at a guy like Newberg, and for example, and he, to me, isn't a
but Newberg won't say half the shit that he would on stage.
Yeah.
Like off air, he's a lot more crass than he is on.
Yeah.
But you have to be careful. And he tipped his dough in the water the other day. I thought it was a fucking great joke. He said, I went to the 9:30 showing of Black Adam. It didn't start till 9:52.
Right.
Great. And I mean, it's just based on stereotypes. It's not, racial. CPT is a real fucking thing. We all know it.
Yeah.
Right? It just is.
Yeah.
But there's ways to do
I'm
it
surprised
without
even
crossing
there.
that line. I was too. I was so proud of him.
Yeah.
But that it just shows that you can, and they have to be able to take the power back. You can. There's subjects you should be able to joke about everything, but without crossing a line.
Yeah.
And stereotypes are based in reality, for fuck's sake. So that came from somewhere.
Yeah. And even that though, I don't know. I just don't mind trying to be, just not mean overall. Like I think even the stuff you say that I say, like I think I do a lot of self-deprecating stuff though. But I don't go out and necessarily say things about other. I don't do in fact almost any shit about other people, even on my Facebook. It's mostly all about me, which I think gives me a lot more freedom because I'm just talking about myself. I'm not saying, hey, black people, am I right? You know what I mean? What's up? Unless I'm dishonest.
No, I said unless you're Justin Thomas. He's a golfer, called himself a faggot, and got canceled.
Oh, really?
By all his sponsors. He himself. He missed a. He
Mr. John, like,
you short, chipped it or something.
You
faggot. They're all mic'd
Where's your
up.
purse?
Exactly. Did your husband play?
Yeah, it's like Troy Aikman. Can we have the meetings and take the dresses off?
Yeah.
People were like, oh my God.
What? Nothing. Did anything happen after?
No, he
a
apologized.
Day?
He had to come out and apologize for how insensitive it was.
Gotcha.
Blah, blah.
It
wasn't insensitive. We all knew what he meant.
Yeah.
We all knew what he meant.
But he lost like his sponsors and all kinds of stuff. Like he lost a lot of money.
The golfing. Did he know he was mic'd up?
Kanye West lost his bank accounts, lost all of his sponsors, and he was taken off Forbes' billionaire list.
Yeah, well, because he was only a billionaire because of the sponsor. That's
because
why.
I think the Adidas one was like 415 million or something.
yeah.
Wow, he'd been fucking around for a decent amount of time, I would say.
I was making a point too. I don't know exactly what it was, but
What was his point about Jewish people? I didn't quite
that
get
they
it.
run Hollywood, they run the banking system.
Gotcha.
Yeah, something along those lines. I'm not trying to defend.
You
Kanye.
should,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
you
not,
should,
but-
if that's your point, you should be able to speak that articulately without using slurs and derogatory terms.
I didn't ever hear fully what he did. He
No,
say
he
He said he
actual-
was going DEFCON 3 on the Jews.
Yeah, okay,
Things
yeah, that's
like
not the
that.
smartest
And that just
thing.
comes off as a threat. No matter
Yeah.
how you mean it, it comes off as a threat.
For sure.
And you'd think you'd be,
Yeah.
smarter than that. You'd have to be.
Yeah, and there aren't many people defending
So
him.
congratulations. You're
But
no
the
longer
guys-
a billionaire there. Yay.
Yeah, you're only a 600 millionaire. But, there's so many people that have just backed the fuck away. This idea of canceling bank accounts should be a warning to all of us, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not far away. This is the whole basis of ESG,
Yeah.
And,
And I would tell you that stuff
that
worries
is
me for sure.
that should worry
Yeah.
you a lot, because if they can shut that off with digital currency
Yeah.
and just be like, oh, we didn't like what Troy's opinion was on this, I don't think he should be working. He should
Yeah.
be
His
doing
money's
anything
no
with
good
Chase
here now.
Bank.
Well, by the
like fuck that, man. That's crazy.
Even the PayPal thing.
Yeah.
They can
Yeah,
they can
Venmo,
fine
PayPal.
you or whatever. They can literally take money out of your account.
Yeah.
they said that was a mistake and they
Well,
dropped that.
that
well,
was
yeah, it was a mistake, and
but
they, right?
were fucking planning on it.
Oh fuck, we
It
made
was
a
a
mistake.
mistake that it got leaked.
Yeah.
I would say too, like even about the cancel stuff, it makes it sound like I'm not like most of the people that get canceled. I don't really agree with the idea of like canceling somebody as a broad thing, and so I get what you're saying. I just tend to be like, unfortunately, you can look at a lot of them and go like, yeah, you made a mistake, and there are repercussions for making mistakes.
Yeah, but we used
unfortunately.
to be able to apologize sincerely when we meant
I
it,
agree.
and then just move on and go, okay, hopefully someone learned a valuable lesson. But that's never good enough.
Oh, no.
Which is why you never apologize, because even when you do, it's like it's not
good enough,
enough.
right.
And it's like, you know what,
Yeah.
that should be good enough. If someone sincerely apologizes to me for something they've done,
Yeah.
and I don't forgive them, I'm kind of an asshole.
That's on you, not them.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it is.
Yeah.
It
was.
Well, it
I
depends on
just
what
think
it also depends on what they did to you.
well, yeah,
They
obviously.
can absolutely fucking destroy you and then be like, sorry.
Look, there's ways to be good members of society. That doesn't mean you can't fuck something up. It doesn't mean you can't make a mistake, a horrible mistake at that, and then go, you know what? I thought about this more on my own, and that was really shitty what I did.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry about that, and I mean it. And we should be able to put behind most things behind us and just move on and
We
go.
should.
You know
Of
what I mean?
course,
Because
yeah.
that's the way it used to be. It was like, yeah, he came out, he apologized, and we moved on.
If you went back, I remember watching. I forget. Man, this must have been a while ago. But there was one of those things on Kevin Hart, and it was following him around when the Oscar thing happened, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it was like you could tell, like
When he got fired from the Oscars?
yeah. Well, I think he technically stepped down before he even got fired, right?
No, I think he got booted.
fired.
Okay, okay, I wasn't
They shut him down, and he wanted that bad.
Okay.
Yeah, because he, for full context, he had tweeted something about if his kid was gay or something.
Yeah, years prior.
Somehow
like
playing
10
with
years earlier.
somehow his son playing with like dolls instead of GI Joes, wasn't it, or
Something
like
like that, yeah.
But either way, I don't know if they just happened to be following him around at the time, but there was some documentary where he was on there, and that was happening while the cameras were on him, and you could tell he was like, I ain't fucking apologizing. I'm gonna do what you said. I'm gonna go away. I'm not gonna say anything. I've already apologized. I'm not gonna say. And you
that
could
was
tell
the
the
thing.
pressure
It's
just
like,
built,
how many
built,
times
and
do
built.
I need to apologize?
I get it, but
Because
like
he was on 3 or 4 apologies for that incident.
No, for sure. But you were seeing in real time everyone around him though, and it was like, dude, he kept saying, I'm not going to, and it's like it did keep building and building and building, and
Yeah.
I think eventually
For sure.
he did again or something. Did he or did he not?
What?
Apologize. Did he end up coming
He
back
didn't
out?
the last time for the Oscars. He was
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
fuck this.
You know what?
I've
I'm
already
done.
apologized 4 times.
But it
I'm not
was-
It's
doing
already come up, been addressed, and been
Yeah.
buried. How many times are you going to keep digging this up?
And wasn't
good
it sort
for
of
him.
half-assed, tongue-in-cheek, the original?
Yeah, it
comment?
wasn't.
It
Yeah,
wasn't like-
exactly. It wasn't like fuck him. If my
And-
kid
and
sucks
it's
dick, I'm going to
weird.
shoot him and bury him in the
Right,
backyard.
right.
because
no.
didn't what's his name do the same exact thing? The black guy from SNL. Didn't he do the guy that got hit in the Walmart accident and collected $100 million?
Oh, Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan. Didn't he do the same thing about a kid being gay or
Well,
something?
he's a very he says a lot of shit. I feel like
I know, but why is Kevin Hart blown out and yet this guy gets every prominent fucking
he wasn't going for the
commercial in town?
Oscars. I guess I don't know, and it probably wasn't quite far back enough.
It was also
right?
the time, the timing.
That's
of
what
it
I'm
all,
saying.
I think it's like I said. It's
easy.
everything's
That's
cyclical.
so funny to think that Kevin Hart got in this massive accident and Walmart paid him
Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan, and Walmart paid him a shitload of money.
Yeah,
it's just kind of funny to me.
Yeah, well, he got rear-ended by one of their trucks.
Yeah.
So that's a problem.
Yeah.
He's walking with a cane.
That's
for
how
one
that
time.
works. I wonder if he called Sam.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Hey, you know our boy Gabar and the team at Zott
I
Ford and
do.
Holly take pride in making buying and leasing new and pre-loved rides simple, fun, fast, and easy. Zott Ford has more inventory now than they've had in almost 2 years, and they've received new cars, trucks, and SUVs every single day. So they don't have what you want in stock right now. They can tag one that's on the way and get it in your driveway sooner. Plus, Zott's got the deals. For example, you can get a 22 Ford Edge for as low as $242 a month, or a loaded 22 Explorer as low as $297 a month. And they're both in stock and ready to go. Finally, Zott Ford is still paying top dollar for your trade-in and giving you an extra $1,000 for military and first responders. You can see their inventory and get the details at dealsofthed.com and tell them TDC sent you.
Very good, very good.
Uh-huh.
We are not done with the N-word.
Oh, no?
Nope,
Oh, goody.
we're not.
Yay.
Another person blown out.
Right?
Yeah.
People who annoy you.
Naggers. Yeah. University of Tennessee sideline reporter gone, out of a job.
What?
Apparently due to her use of the N-word.
First
in
of all, I was
tweets.
about to say it's a she,
Yeah.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
What's name one sideline reporter that's a guy right now?
Right now, I was going to say Lynn Swan.
They're the weather
one time.
women of
Oh, like
sports.
a sideline reporter. Yeah. I mean,
Sal Palantonio, or is he, does he
he's-
still do sideline shit?
some of these guys do the pregame stuff.
Yeah,
There's still
yeah,
those
yeah,
guys
for sure.
But no. I mean, when they cut from the booth down to the sideline, it's Christina Two in a Pink. It's Aaron Andrews. It's go down the list.
She's
but
still
find
around.
Me,
Whatever happened to her?
Aaron Andrews.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
still around.
Yeah,
She's around. Oh,
People,
yeah,
it's
she's
the best
doing
thing that ever
Fox.
happened to her.
Yeah.
I know. I guess I don't watch enough.
Yeah. I can't get enough of what's her name that showed her vagine and fingered herself.
Oh, Carissa Thompson.
Carissa Thompson.
Carissa Thompson. Yeah. She's a good
Big
one.
favorite of that one.
Big fan.
You just know she's a gamer.
Oh, big
I mean,
time.
The video she
Oh,
was posting.
That video doesn't
No
lie.
bullshit. Yeah. So anyway, the girl we're talking about here, she used the N-word in tweets when she was a teenager.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Casey Funderburg,
Okay.
who worked for the Vol Network, has appeared on ESPN, operated the SEC network, has resigned. An official reason for her resignation has not been revealed. Oh, I'd say it has. I'd say it's been very much revealed.
Yeah, I think we're pretty sure we know
Yeah.
what's going on there.
It comes days after old Twitter posts of hers resurfaced from 2013 and 14.
Who is the person going through someone's Twitter
Yeah,
I'll
to go
tell
that
you
far
that
back.
that far, like out of nowhere? Was there a reasoning?
Richard G. West.
Oh,
Dick West.
But was like there any
G. West.
reason behind it, or someone just going, "I'm gonna"?
Okay, well, I'll tell you. The tweets were revealed following her online interaction with a Twitter troll named as Dick G. West, who frequently targets University of Tennessee and their fans.
okay.
So West told Vols fans, okay, so if you watch Tennessee, who's ranked second or tied for second in the country,
Yeah, they're tied for second right now.
they wore all black uniforms on Saturday night. Black
Okay.
helmets with an orange tee. So usually they're all white
Yeah.
with the orange tee. They wore all black and then had orange tee. So this troll is on there. He told Vols fans to paint their faces black for Saturday's game against Kentucky, right? Saying, yeah, that's what we're doing. We're painting our faces black for the black uniforms.
Yeah.
You know, as
We'll
a
have
troll.
Have a blackout in the stands.
Yeah, full blackout in the stands.
Yeah.
Asshole. Just hoping that there's a handful of dumbasses
do it.
who
Somebody.
read that and then do it. Hey, I read on Twitter we were supposed to all paint our faces black. You
On
know,
the count of three, everybody smile.
yeah. Who's going streaking with me?
Right.
You know, just running down the street. There's one asshole in blackface. That's all it takes. You win. Dick West wins. So Funderburg, for her part, called him out after spreading false information and trying to coax Tennessee faithful into wearing offensive blackface. This is a fake account, and it's disgusting that this person thinks putting out a joke like this is okay. She responded from her account, please don't believe everything you read on Twitter. Following that, other Twitter accounts began posting her old tweets,
Womp womp.
which
Yep.
she used the N-word. I'm called...
I'm sorry, Mama. I
So
didn't mean to hurt you.
it looks like she said it 3 times as a young teenager, high school kid.
Yeah.
I'm called more than once on a daily basis. She said with a cry face.
Oh, that she said that she's called
with the A. She put the A on it.
Okay.
She didn't. She didn't go hard.
Is this is she of the African American persuasion?
No, she's a cute white girl.
All right.
And then she responded to Emily Cross and someone else said, "You mean Lil N with the A again, not hard R."
Yeah. Well,
she's going to ga.
Yeah, it's one thing to say it that way. It's another thing to type it that way.
Yeah. Well, and then she says, "Please don't let your down." Again with the A.
Oh yeah.
Can you lend a nigga a pencil?
Ooh,
like
yeah.
that kind of thing, not hard R.
Right.
So here you've got a high school kid, probably trying to be cool amongst her friends. Probably she's not the only one in the school that's using this in conversations with each other.
Where's she from?
Tennessee. Tennessee. Right? I'm assuming Tennessee. That's where she works, but I don't know. You can tell in this picture she's very young in that image there.
Yep.
Does she deserve to be canceled and blown out? There's a petition going right now to reinstate her.
Yeah.
From Vols Nation.
I mean, I'm all for like a statute of limitations in a way.
Yeah.
And again, intent. Nothing in there that she says. She used the word, which is very questionable at best.
Yeah.
But it was never used directly for that purpose.
Yeah.
It never had that assignment to it.
Right.
It was never calling someone that.
I was just going to say, it wasn't like this dumb,
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So again, while it's obviously a poor choice of words,
right,
and you have to take intent into account with all this.
Nobody
stuff.
wants to do that.
Nobody wants to do that anymore.
No, not at all.
Exactly. Back to the blackface thing.
Yeah.
Right. The intent. That
matters.
Was shit. Was garbage. Me doing a fucking bomb ass Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
And coming in, you know what I mean? Coming in with a flaming guitar.
Yeah.
Is
sweet.
Is gorgeous.
Wow. Now there's a flaming guitar.
Yeah.
Well, there would be. I was doing gnarly before. This is Jimmy now.
No,
don't worry about what I'm doing.
Do you get the flaming guitar reference?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
Do you?
I
Guitar's gay?
Yeah. Just a nut. What? What the fuck was that?
He said his guitar's gay, the flaming guitar.
Oh, no, that's not what I got.
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
I know we lit it on fire.
There you go.
Did the play? Was that Woodstock? I don't know.
Yeah,
but
it's Woodstock.
Okay.
There you go.
See?
All right.
I got it.
I
Thank
said
God.
Well done, sir.
Thank God.
I said Woodstock, so.
Did you? I didn't hear it. I wasn't listening.
We got some football news. What do you think? You informed me today. TJ Hawkinson traded.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yep.
Number 8th overall pick traded to the Vikings in division. Not that the Lions are going anywhere.
No, but that, I never thought he was that good. I really didn't.
I know.
I don't think he's that good of a blocking tight end.
Yeah.
I think he's okay.
You know what? He had...
Speed and size and hands.
Right. And he came out same time as George Kittle, or a year or two after Kittle, out of Iowa. And so Kittle was blowing up. Yep. And so this has become
tried to catch
tight
lightning
end
in a bottle. Yeah. Noah
I think there's
Fant.
another one. Is it Noah Fant?
Yep, there's a couple of them.
Yeah. So it's really
Fryermuth, I think, is in Pittsburgh now. Yeah, I mean, it's tight end U. It's like just like Penn State's linebacker U type of thing.
Right.
The guys that come out of there.
Where's DBU?
That's Miami or Florida State
or Ohio State. Ohio State might be turning into DBU.
Well,
definitely not quarterback.
Not QBU.
not after Akuta.
Akuta's looked all right. He's been better, much better.
Yeah, fine. Anyway.
So we got a second and a third.
We gave up picks too, though.
Well, right. We gave up a second and a third, and we got a second and a third, and we gave up
a third and a fourth.
No, a fourth and a fourth.
Okay.
The fourth. We get a second next year and a third the year after, and then we give up a fourth next year and a fourth the year after that. And there's some contingencies on.
It moves if the Vikings win a playoff game. I guess one of those changes.
Something like that. Exactly. But
I don't know. You just hate seeing a number 8 overall pick.
Well,
how many years has he been here?
Is that speaking to him, or is that speaking to where he was drafted?
Both.
Yeah.
And I think he's playing fine. I think he's on a shitty team, and he's looked good this year at times. Could he have been a nice piece in a? I would have liked to see him on the field with Swift and with St. Brown, and also the kid coming, Jameson.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then you add that premier tight end. Like that would have been fun to watch next year.
Sure.
Or later this year, whatever.
I mean, who's to say that they don't get somebody in there? And based on that O-line and how they want to run the ball, they want somebody want in there that's. And I don't even know the contracts. I assume he's coming off his rookie deal, so you're probably about to have to pay him.
Yes,
so
exactly.
That's another big part
of that. And it
that.
sounds like they weren't in discussions.
No,
so the Lions.
No, we're not into it. We're not going to pay you that money. Exactly. You know what the going rate is when this is coming into it.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we're not even going to bother.
Yeah.
So you could let him walk in free agency and not re-sign him, or you can upgrade your next 2 drafts. And get rid of him. You know, is it a problem he went in division? Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out.
Yeah, but Minnesota's 6-1. We're 1-6.
Yeah, it's not an issue.
Sure
right
as shit
now.
doesn't matter for this year.
No, it's not about this year. None of it's about this year.
Yeah,
it never is.
Well, no.
I'm just kidding.
This, like I said, I mean, this whole thing was never about this year. This whole thing is about 3 years from now and where we're at and the foundation that you can build and what you can put together going forward and collectively, not a piece here, a piece there, and so if that's one of those things where salary cap, it's where I can't speak truly intelligently about these things when it comes to contracts and salary cap and all that stuff. I don't dig that deep into it to know. I understand the philosophies of it, but I don't know what his liabilities against the cap are. I don't know what what the going rate on these tight ends are. If he's going to get top 10 tight end money, and they're not willing to and he probably would, and he probably deserves it.
Top 10, but
not that may
much.
Not fit the scheme that they're trying to do. Is more
Right.
my point. We need somebody that can block.
Right.
You really don't like his blocking? You don't think he's good enough? He's no George Kittle.
No, I don't think he's good enough. I don't think he is. No. I don't think he's. I don't think he's good enough on either end. If he could excel at the receiving side of it, which he has, he's fine.
Yeah.
He's not great.
Yeah.
And if he would excel at the blocking side of it, he's fine. He's not great.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want good. I want great. I would rather have a great receiver, that I can put in situationally. Yeah. Even Kelsey will go out and fucking block. He's not the best blocker.
Not the best blocker.
No. But he excels at receiving.
Yeah.
So you can overlook that. You can have another tight end in when you're blocking and do.
It's hard because if you took Hawkinson out and put him on Kansas City, how dominant could he be?
Ooh, now we're putting him on Kansas City. Everyone,
but I mean,
put every Lion on Kansas City. They'll be amazing.
Right. Well, that just says would Kelsey look like half the player he is if he was a Detroit Lion?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Kelsey's.
You know what I mean?
He's special.
He's special, but would he look that great, or is the scheme that he's working in like holy shit? It's made him a Hall of Famer instantly.
You could go back to the Emmitt Smith argument if you want to go that route.
Yeah, I would argue that too. Emmitt Smith's not a Hall of Famer without being on that Cowboys
You can't say that.
Barry Sanders would be a Hall of Famer on any fucking roster he was on.
Absolutely right.
Yeah,
Emmitt
Smith, I believe,
doubt
would
about
not.
it. Yeah, I mean, there's just something about longevity. He didn't suck.
No.
But he reaped a lot of benefits
to
get to where he was. And he made sure he got that rushing title.
Yeah, he sure did.
By the way, this is
44 or whatever the hell he was when he got it.
The most cliche Lions kind of joke but it is true, I believe. Like, I was thinking about this just in this last week that, so I'm 38, I turned 39, in March. I think I'm right in that range where my dad had to talk to me after crying over a Lions loss that they've not won in my lifetime. You shouldn't expect them to win in your lifetime. And I'm talking I'm at my dad's age when he told me that at fucking 12.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, I know it's cliche, but it's also it's true.
See, here's where both you guys fuck this up.
Yeah.
I don't know why you guys are so emotionally invested.
Well, I'm not anymore.
Well, I know, but you were.
I was.
Right? And you.
I am.
I know.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't understand why. It doesn't affect you one way or the other. Win, loss, draw, it doesn't matter. I'm as big a fan as anybody in this room. But I'm not emotionally invested in it. I support them, but it doesn't make make my day or ruin my day whether they win or they lose.
You can just as easily on a Sunday morning, an hour before kickoff, go fishing for the day. I could never do that.
But why?
I just because that's better than fishing.
And I would say this: I'm like that
it's
with
better. Like I would never miss a Lions or Niners.
Even
game.
if you did, I mean, generally I watch it.
I know.
You know,
but you don't mind watching it after the fact when you already know what the score is. So you still are up on what's going on.
Does that make you a bigger fan than me?
No, not a better or bigger fan. But I want to watch it in the moment. I that's just the way I am.
And even that being said, why does it affect you?
Well, Troy,
much.
my buddy Ty used to say
Why
to me.
do you let it affect
Well,
you?
because it just does.
But
Cody
why?
Parker.
It just
The
does.
Cody Parker video.
Why let
I mean, there's more emotionally invested fans than anything.
If I just picked
And
anything in your life that I just deemed, I mean, I don't know what Ty used to say to me that like I was never really great emotionally with a lot of people around me in real life, but like sports is how that was my emotional outlet was sports.
I know, but think about this. You're so emotionally vested and so wrapped up in something that you have zero control over.
Yeah,
I know, but I mean, I just
you could
don't
say
understand.
that about everything you're into, though.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, not at all. I mean, there's depending on what that is. What defend your point.
Well, I
don't have to defend why I get emotional about sports, I guess.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't get that way about. Well, my teams, I get emotionally invested in. If they're doing shit, like whatever. But when your team's in the thick of things, or whether it's my Giants in San Francisco and they're on a World Series run, like I'm into every pitch of that. Now, when they suck, I don't watch them.
Okay.
So it's a different thing.
It's a fair weather fan, I guess, by definition.
But you could say that about you then, as a Lions fan.
Why?
Because you'll not watch them if they're sucking a lot of times.
No, I always have. I haven't changed an iota.
Look, I don't get the Giants games here in Detroit, so it's not as easy. I have to buy a package in order to get them. I'm not willing to do that. Now, with football, there's fucking 16, 17 games a year. That's it. There's not 160 games a year. So for those, I'm going to watch every Lions game. I'm going to watch every Niners game. And those are my teams. That's what I care about.
Sure.
It's what makes me happy.
But what
I don't get happy about anything in life. Nothing. Except since I was fucking 5, watching these teams and supporting these teams through good and bad seasons, good and lousy teams.
But when they lose, why does it affect you so negatively?
How does
That's
it
a great
affect me?
question. I don't have I'll tell you this. I don't have an answer for you on that.
Well, no,
but it does.
No, but
it does.
Am I doing something besides? I don't throw a remote at the TV. I don't.
No, I mean,
it doesn't ruin my night.
Well, you get mad. I mean, about it.
I talk shit to the TV.
I mean, I could show you that video.
I don't get bummed after the game. No, I never take it out on anybody.
I don't mean like you go kick the dog or anything. I'm just saying that
I do all that stuff. I did do all that stuff when I watched.
Kick the
by the way.
dog?
No, not kick the dog, but I mean, I threw
like
shit.
fucking
See, I've never
so
thrown
wrapped
shit.
up in it.
I've never once thrown a remote or anything.
Remember when I showed? I don't know. I was on the. No, this was before COVID, so I wasn't gone yet. Did you ever see that video of me like at Michigan, the Michigan basketball game a few years ago?
Nope.
I took a video of myself because I thought Michigan was about to come down and score the basket to win and go like to the Elite Eight or Final Four. I don't remember exactly which one, but they didn't do it, and I'm yelling at the fucking TV, and my dad has to like tell me like, "Dude, calm
reel
down."
it in, brother.
Yeah. And so
See,
my
I
point
would
is-
never do that.
But
No.
So
I mean, I'll yell at certain plays like, Jesus, fuck, man. Another goddamn pre-snap penalty. What's wrong with this? Like, I'll do that.
Sure.
I'll do that. I'll declare a game's over in the first quarter.
Oh, I know.
I'll do shit like that.
Well,
That's just, and I'm
I don't have an answer why,
That's
by the way.
more my outlet of like, this team sucks. Every fucking year they do this to me. And you know what? It's the first quarter. We're 8 minutes in. This fucking game's over. Like, I'll do that.
Yeah.
But I don't take it out on anybody after the fact. I'm
No,
not.
I didn't
like
say
my
I ever
dad
took it
did.
out on anybody.
My dad, like when the Niners lost when we were kids, avoid that motherfucker like the plague. He'd be a dick the rest of the night. Okay. I've never done that to any of my friends, family, nothing.
Oh, no.
I
have,
get over it
for
really
sure,
quick and I fucking move. I know you do, E,
Yeah,
but
no,
I don't.
yeah.
But in the moment, in that 3.5 hour window or whatever, yeah, I'm emotionally invested and I'm going to watch them every week. And I'm going to do that till I, die.
Okay.
I think for me, I can't really answer the question, Troy. The closest I can get to is for me growing up, I did not have a lot. I didn't have friends. I didn't really feel like I ever had anything that fit. And sports seemed like this thing that was there. And so I told Mike before, if I hadn't got lucky enough that the Drew and Mike internship maybe worked out or some things in my life worked out, I would have been the dude probably that was at, like I used to be at the Tire games or whatever, every game, painted face. Yeah, Sparty Libre, but like legit not have a real, like all my life revolving around it because it was like a tribe, I think. And so I don't know how to explain it, but I get through sports some sense of that feeling. Yeah. And I don't know. I understand it sounds dumb to yell and get mad at people in your life and let a day be affected by a game, but it is how it is for me.
Do you ever get emotionally invested in anything?
Which is why I stopped watching the Lions, by the way.
Yeah, but not in things that I can't control. That's the difference. Like,
yeah,
I mean, because you're a passenger.
I know, but you can let your temper get the best of you.
Of course.
So whether that's during a football game or an argument with some asshole.
Well, but that's I'm
you're
involved.
You're
in
a piece of work on the road.
Oh,
Holy
it's fine.
Shit. You're a piece of work.
I'm involved in that. I'm not just watching. That affects me. That's my
Seeing
point.
you on the road, it's like, oh God, when's he going to be teed off? Someone's not fast enough. Doesn't hit a green light fast enough.
Fucking 50 years. Nothing's happened.
You can't control those other people, Troy.
I can't, but it affects me.
I was delayed 2 seconds at that light. We cannot stand for this.
That's right.
And I've told this to Mike 100 times, and I won't say much more after that. But like, I don't watch Lions anymore because of what you're describing. Yeah. If I don't watch, which I don't anymore, almost ever, I don't know what's going on. If I were to sit down next week and watch the Packers, I will throw shit and yell. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I got you.
I don't prove anything. I don't know.
No, I don't know. I just think it's. It is
not irrelevant.
That's all. I just find it interesting to be so emotionally invested in something that you.
It's illogical. It doesn't make any sense.
I think E has a fair point in that he didn't have a lot of friends. He was bullied growing up, and that was kind of what he had. We had shit to do and friends to hang out with, and we'd play football. He didn't have that. As sad as that is, there's something.
There is something to that. Absolutely.
And for me, my enjoyment in life comes from that. It could be watching my fucking dog eat, but it's not. It's watching my teams, my teams, and I get emotionally invested for those couple hours a week, and I make no apologies about it. And I've tried to defend this. I don't feel like a slappy for these teams. I can call them out when they suck, but it's for that 6 months of the year. That's what I'm into, and then the other 6 months, I don't give a shit.
Well, there's nothing wrong with being a fan. I support them. I want them to do. I want them to do what's. It's funny. I don't want them to win because I want what's best for the team, and winning right now is not what's best for the team.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So
I've come full circle.
So rooting for them to lose is the best thing for them, in my opinion.
Yeah,
anyway, that's my belief.
Yeah.
Fortunately, that's every year.
Yeah, but I don't, it's not even just you specifically. It's just people in general that are so caught up in it,
It's a good question.
that live and die by every win and loss and stuff. It's like, you're missing the point.
I'll say I'm very happy that at least eventually things in my life did work out where I had some other things that gave my life meaning, because I think, again, I could have gone down the path where it was my literally only meaning in life, I think.
By the way,
I think it could happen. But having said that, like, it still really has never laughed, like I said, so I don't watch the Lions game.
Is it exclusive to? I mean, it's not exclusive. So take that for what it is. The like dressing up, like it seems like there used to be like the Raiders, the Dog Pound. Yep. They all had like their masks and face paint, and the Raiders especially had the what they call it, the
black hole.
The black hole.
Yep.
It seems like now almost every NFL team has that assortment of fans in the crowd. Is that really the only sport that happens? You don't see that at hockey ever.
No, generally no. I mean, you'll see some randos here and there. Basketball, no. Baseball, no.
Never. Do you ever see anybody dress up at baseball
No, but
games?
I think the biggest difference there is that in football, as opposed to every other sport, you got 8 home games.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
You have 8 games.
That's
at
the
home.
thing for sure.
You know, you get 81 for a baseball season.
Right.
You get 8.
Yeah,
for a football season.
They do it. I'm trying to remember. It
I mean, I think people are more passionate.
Soccer does it, obviously. Like
yeah.
But I'm just saying they
don't
do.
care about soccer.
Yeah.
Well, I do.
Well, I mean, that's
for you.
I think it's a more passionate.
So funny how
base.
that's just
dude. I played soccer my whole life. I can tell you what a shit sport it is.
That's ridiculous, man. That is so absurd.
It sucks. I'm sorry. It's my opinion. Don't ask me about it.
Oh yeah, better than a 10-3 football game or some shit like that.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Oh yeah, 1-0 is way better.
Yeah, 1-0 so much better.
At least there's no fucking hours of commotions.
Yeah, that's true. That's the only thing soccer has going for it.
Yeah. No, but there's
Enjoy
hours
your soccer.
of nothing.
It's
hours of boring shit play. No one
football
cares.
is, dude.
Great. It's the most popular sport in the world. Take it. Enjoy it. Have fun.
It is.
Who's your team, E? Who's your team? Who you
I don't know. I watch.
You don't
here
have
and
a team.
You're not a Tottenham
fan?
I watch here and there.
Yeah. Okay. Do you?
Yeah.
Good for you. No, but I think when the Wings were on their like cup runs and shit, you'd see some people doing face. You probably did face.
I face painted for. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like
But
like
that's
what you're
when it comes
talking
down to
about,
like
too.
8 games left in the season.
Well, but there's
You know?
a difference too. Like that, he's been that way, and
Yeah.
at least have that respect that you're that way, ride or die.
That it,
good
well,
or bad.
Did you
I mean,
have you face
quit
painted
now.
for every local team
I've
besides the Tigers? I'm trying
I
to think
don't
if
think I've done one. I don't think I've ever face painted for the Tigers.
I know you
because
have
I
for the
didn't have the
Pistons.
ability. Like, I don't know, for whatever reason they weren't good when I was a kid. But I face painted for every other team for sure.
yeah, Pistons, Red Wings,
Pistons, Red
Lions.
Wings.
But like when that
Lions
Wings
and
frenzy
Michigan.
went on, that was I mean they were fucking killing it.
Yeah.
They
Who?
were dominating with the Wings when that whole frenzy went on.
Yeah.
But I mean there were the Dead Wings before that. Nobody gave a shit.
He wasn't even
So,
born yet.
Right.
That was I mean that's so there's a difference between the diehard fans that are there
Yeah.
regardless, up, down, in, out, doesn't matter. And then there's the extra wave of frenzy that comes along, like the '98, when 97, '98, when the Wings were going through that thing. The
Which is how I got into hockey, just because my parents didn't watch hockey. But I know what you're saying. Yeah.
The Tigers when they were on that run,
84 or
no,
you mean
06 to
2010,
12.
yeah, the
6 to 12.
Maglio, that kind of when they were on that run, there was a lot of extra emphasis on it.
Of course.
But I mean, Bad Boys, I mean, but it when you have a team, it picks up that extra energy.
Yeah,
it just
100%.
it evolves on its own. But
You're right, though. Football just 8 games a year.
but Lions,
It's-
we just we were just watching this game last week or whatever. It was like, dude, these fucking fans show out.
Yeah.
I mean, game in, game out, and again because there's
Right.
only 8 games in the season. But this team is soft.
I wish I could remember, honestly, just because it'd be funny to remember the exact game I stopped painting my face for the Lions. Because I did it for every game when I had season. Well, not every game, but I mean, to a point, I did it for every game when I had season tickets until some game where I was just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I can't, because I had the season tickets in the worst era of the even of the worst team in history, Millen era.
Right.
So like they'd have 2 wins in a year or some shit.
The old paper bag days.
Yeah, so I wish I could remember like what the last game where I was like,
Which-
what, I'm
what was
not
the last
fuck this
straw?
week. Fuck this week, man. I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah. That's funny.
I remember getting kicked out, almost getting kicked out for my Fire Millen shirt.
Really?
I remember
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Almost
Yeah.
kicked you out for that?
Well, they almost didn't let me in.
Oh no shit.
And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And he's like, "No." And I was like, I just kept going like, "Are you serious?" And I walked away pissed. And some other worker came up to me and he's like, "Here, just turn it inside out, go in and turn it back."
pathetic.
Because I got one guard at the line that
pathetic.
was going to be fucking.
They could have been total dicks and like let you in and then turned you around and kicked you out. Then you couldn't come back in.
That's true. They could have done that, I suppose. But God, it's never mind. Doesn't matter.
Moving on to other things.
Yeah.
The video you showed us yesterday, T, that was so funny. The fake
Twitter
Twitter
employees, yeah,
walking
absolutely.
out with a box of their shit.
Yeah.
So funny. Well, Ron sent me an email with a better angle of the one guy.
Yeah, sure.
Not the one with the long hair.
The other guy.
Yeah, the other guy.
The white dude.
And it's just, I didn't bother pulling it up. I would have had to
don't
email
see
it.
it here.
No, don't worry about it. But at the end of it, he's like, look, guys, thank you for your time. I got to get home and explain this to my wife and husband.
Oh God, that's
Oh,
awesome.
that's right. I remember seeing that. In the
I got to
thing,
explain
too,
this to my wife and husband. And everyone's like, oh, yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. Makes
Totally
sense.
makes sense. Yeah. Totally
That
makes
is,
sense.
by the way, I'm so like jealous because it was such a good troll.
Such
Yes.
a good
Timing and knowing exactly just to be there.
And it didn't
with-
matter what they said. It's not like you had to rehearse lines.
I wish they would have gone a little.
I wish
harder.
they would have gone a little harder too, but it was almost just as good that they didn't.
I know, it's a
until
fine
that
line.
last 5 seconds when he's like, I got to get home and explain this to my wife and husband.
Yeah.
And they're all like, oh, yeah.
No, because you're right.
course,
It's a
yeah, go ahead.
fine line of when they're going to then
Little
realize
things. The
you're
other guy
making fun of
holding up the
them.
Michelle Obama book.
Well, that was
you know.
great. I feel like I heard the other guy and he was kind of just being normal. That Michelle thing,
Fantastic.
perfect. Like,
Fantastic. All of it was fantastic. It was. Elon Musk, he's now the sole director of Twitter. He moved to disband the social media company's board of directors. We've been talking about this for a couple days. The move became official in the securities filings that stated that the members of the board, which included some recently top-fired executives, were no longer directors in accordance with the terms of the merger agreement. Musk also took action to limit the ability of Twitter employees to moderate content and enforce the platform's often criticized rules. Bloomberg News reported that most of Twitter's trust and safety team is unable to alter or penalize accounts that break rules around misleading information, offensive posts, and hate speech, except for extreme circumstances in which real-world harm could happen if action is not taken,
Yeah.
which is already against the law.
And there should, I assume there's going to be a chain of command involved in that decision, not one guy being able to just flip a switch and make that decision.
Which is the way it has been.
Yeah.
And we're learning more and more about it as we go. The team has not had access to a dashboard tool that they use to carry out enforcement actions like banning an account or locking a user out of their account for a period of time due to a violation, measures which many critics say are used as weapons because they target conservatives disproportionately. Not that they don't ever
disproportionately
target the left.
affected.
Yes.
Finally get our own chance to be disproportionately affected.
A separate report from Bloomberg said that Musk has asked his team to review the platform's hateful conduct policy, specifically a portion that penalizes users for targeted misgendering or dead naming of trans individuals. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's a tough one. It's a hard road to walk down, I'll be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I want to be able to call Caitlyn Jenner Bruce from time to time.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I just do. I mean, the fucking gold medal winner was Bruce.
Absolutely right.
No doubt about it.
And the reality is that should be the demarcation line. Should be the Mendoza line on that, where you can, if you're talking about Bruce Jenner, on the Wheaties box in the Olympian, that was Bruce Jenner.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. And now the Fox contributor is Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But by saying that, I mean, I know Ricky Gervais has a whole bit on that.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's great, but it's a realistic thing. Is that I'm not talking about Caitlyn. I'm talking about Bruce with a dick. You
mean the one that
hurdles.
was Bruce for 62 years?
Yes, that one.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, exactly.
Fine. Now, Caitlyn. I'm not going to go look at Caitlyn and call her Bruce.
Yeah.
But I'm also not going to call Bruce. I'm not going to say Caitlyn Jenner won the Olympics. It
No.
was on the Wheaties box.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
I can show you the picture. It doesn't say Caitlyn.
Yeah.
So
it was on international television. We all saw it as his bit goes. We all saw Bruce Jenner win the fucking decathlon.
Yeah.
He was like the most famous person on planet Earth for a while there.
Right.
The report said that so he's talking about charging $20 a month for the verified thing. I think that is a disaster.
I mean, when you said it yesterday, it sounded like the article was just like, maybe he is. And then I've heard several people today just say, yep, he's charging $20.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that'll come down. By the way, this affects me, as you know, as a verified Twitter user.
Oh, of course.
I'm part of the Blue Check family.
Congratulations.
As you know, the report said people with existing verified accounts, that would include yours truly in the room. I don't know if you guys knew. People like me will have 90 days to sign up for the new $20 package, or I'm going to lose my verification badge.
Oh, all right.
They're going to unidentify me.
Yep, you're going to get unchecked.
Unchecked. You know what? I'm getting unchecked, folks.
Yeah.
I have
Here's
no
the
doubt
thing.
about that.
We have packages in our members area where you can pay $5, $10, $25, $50, $150, whatever to become a member, but you get something for that. And most people sign up for the $25 one or the $10 one.
T-shirt.
something-
I hope most people got their shirts.
Yes, most people have gotten their shirts, or a lot of them that have posted, which is great to see. But they get something for that $25, right? They get a T-shirt, they get a sticker, they get a shout out, they get all the content that we do on a weekly basis that is not available to just regular, getting my free's worth listeners. It's not for everybody, but for people that want it, like, I don't
incentive-based.
know what you get with the Elon, like charging $20. And Elon says, well, it's a way to root out bots and trolls or whatever. And it's like, yeah, but you can accomplish that for $4.99 a month.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that. Like, the same thing applies. Why do you need $20 a month?
I think that's probably a jumping off point. I don't think it's anything set in stone. I think you probably threw it out.
hope not.
I think the reality is going to set in, like, that's not going to fly. And I think in all honesty, it may not, somebody like that, like, may not really comprehend. I mean, you talk about people being disconnected, from reality, but of what $20 is. Of what $20 really is to a lot of people. Because not that he has no concept of money, but he has no concept of money.
No.
Right? $20 is like not even a penny to the guy.
Oh,
so
it's
like,
not
I mean,
even
so
a
it could,
millionth
so
of
it's
a
like,
penny.
I mean, it's like, oh, I understand. Maybe a lot. It might be a little tough for some people, but I mean, it's only $20. Like everybody. Maybe even streaming services are like, no, we got to keep this shit at like $5 if we want anybody to sign up.
Or package it.
Yeah.
Package it with other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? When you're talking about disproportionately affecting, like who's going to be more disproportionately affected by something like that than poor people? or people of color. I don't know what they'll try and but if you start charging $20 to get that recognition that's so important, you're weeding out a shitload of people. Not that those people would have been verified anyways. Because
I think that you're also the problem with that is I think that you're defeating the whole purpose of making this that town square.
Yeah.
Of what it's supposed to be and what we're trying to get back to of essentially everybody having a voice.
Yeah.
So if you're going to put a monetary, number to it and eliminate a lot of people because of that,
right,
then you're limiting your reach and you're sort of defeating the purpose of what it was supposed to be in the first place.
As they say, if it's free, it means you're what's for sale.
Yes.
Right? Something along those lines.
Yep. You're the product.
You're the product.
Yes.
If you're getting it for free, then you're the actual product, and you're just a fucking,
nothing's
you're
free.
a dupe. It's not free. They're selling your information ad nauseum.
Yep.
Like you're the product being sold. So for something like this, I don't know how many celebrities, and this guy did a poll, and Elon Musk commented on it and said, interesting, because someone had said, hey, would you pay $5, $10, $20 to have the blue check verification, whatever? 81% of people that responded to that said, fuck no, I wouldn't pay for that. There's something about it where it's like, okay, you know what? I proved that I'm a big enough name in the stratosphere that I'm worthy of this stupid blue check on Twitter, right? Like I didn't have to pay for it. I just had to show you that I'm a member of, a politician or a celebrity or a media member, whatever it may be, that gets you into there like, oh yeah, this person needs to have a blue check.
Makes me want to go get a blue check just to shut them up.
But the problem with this is if you could just pay for it.
Yes, it takes.
It makes it a mockery, and I don't know how many celebrities are going to pay.
I agree.
Even $1 a month.
Well,
a lot of them have the attitude of like, you should be paying me, motherfucker. Why am I paying you?
That was
for
Stephen
this?
King's.
Stephen King. Yeah.
I think a lot of people will. It'll just because again, to most of those people, $20 is irrelevant, and most of those Twitters are probably not really theirs. Are handled by PR and things. I mean,
someone will just pay. They won't even know they're paying for it.
Yeah, but the fact that now you're paying that, it's almost like the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Like you and I could get a star on the Walk of Fame.
Yeah,
you just pay the $50,000.
Cheapens the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, I thought this was like the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and it's like if you've made it big enough as a Hollywood star that you warrant a star there. But if you walk up and down Hollywood Boulevard, there's plenty of stars on there that you go, who?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
Right.
There are, and you just know there's some rich fucking asshole
just bought it. Yeah.
who just bought it, paid the $50,000, and
Here's
then
what
pays,
I got you for our anniversary.
Yeah, pays
Star.
the yearly upkeep and cleaning fee and whatever it is, however many thousands of dollars.
Right.
But it just kind of cheapens the whole thing, and I feel like that's what the blue check verification will be like.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, any asshole can just pay.
Yeah,
the
good point. I
$20.
think once it's out, I'm going to start paying so I can be a blue check mark.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I can tell people that.
Well, you've been mentioned in newspapers and shit, E.
Yeah, true.
I mean, you could technically go on if you.
I'm sure I probably
if you've
could.
been mentioned in 5 newspaper articles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like 5 newspaper articles.
So I could not
You're my
possibly be a blue check.
Do my Milford
you could
Times
pay
from
$20.
No. I mean, up to this point, I couldn't possibly be a blue check because I haven't been mentioned. Is that the deal?
Sort of.
The only way I can.
That's
be a blue
the way
check.
I got it. I had to
The
send
only way I
proof
can be
of,
verified.
Yeah, it's something along those lines.
Okay.
Like where if you've been mentioned, if you can prove to them that you've been mentioned in media articles 5 times. So Isis, I sent them a couple because it was going through Raj's wife at the time, and Claire was like, just send me 5 pieces of media that you've been mentioned in.
Yeah.
Send me a picture of your driver's license and I'll get it to the Twitter people and we'll take care of it. And I was like, okay, cool. And so when this show was mentioned 5,000 times by every major media outlet around the globe for our interview with Ryan Ridley, who was a head writer on Morty and
Rick and Morty.
And he dropped some news on our show about Rick and Morty coming back for a 4th season, 5th season, whatever it was. And 6 months after that interview, that got picked up by a major Vox, one of those, and then it got picked up by every mainstream outlet in the world. And so if you Google Detroit Cast and Rick and Morty or whatever, it'll pop up with Ryan's interview on our show. It mentions the show and everyone. It provides a link. And so that I could just send them that and be like, here, we were mentioned a bunch. You could probably even send that as a member of the show.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Well, I was also in the Milford Times for cross country back in the day,
Let's
so I don't
not
know if
forget
that.
that.
I don't know if that counts.
Let's not sleep on that article.
I don't think that would count. But when Fox 2 interviewed,
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, for the
shit
charities
out
and
back
stuff
for
like
charity.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it takes. It's not that big a deal. But then, and that almost seems weak. Like I'm in the same category as Johnny Depp. You notice Johnny Depp signs up for fucking Twitter and he's verified overnight?
Yeah.
Mine took a year.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they probably, a lot of people were hemming and hawing going, really? It's like, well, he did have 5 pieces of newspaper art coverage that mentioned him. I suppose that's good enough. But I think I'll just let mine drop.
I would imagine.
And I will not
That
have
would be
the-
my
Blue
guess.
check. I don't even use it.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
was gonna say, I mean, really on the Twitter that often anymore?
No.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm on Twitter all the time. I just don't comment on Twitter.
Gotcha.
But I read on Twitter.
Use it.
The only reason I like being blue check verified is to once a month to remind you guys that I'm blue check verified.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just because it makes me look like an asshole.
Yep. Right.
And that's really
fair.
the only fun of it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's
Yeah.
the only fun of it. I don't get anything else out of it.
Nothing?
No.
Not a thing?
No.
Hey,
yeah.
this part of the show is brought to you by Janet Davis Cleaners on Woodward and Berkeley. It's family owned since 1938, and they offer free pickup and delivery. They use only the best environmentally friendly cleaning methods, meaning it's guaranteed odor free. They have an intact button guarantee, so no broken buttons for you. This is a full service dry cleaners, casual clothes, work clothes, wedding gowns, and more. Visit janetdaviscleaners.com or call them at 248-543-0340. Mention TDC and get $20 off your first home pickup.
Why don't you give that number out again?
You just messed up one number. 248-543-0340. 248-543-0340. Mention TDC and get $20 off your first order.
Perfect.
248-543-0340.
That's all. It made me laugh a little. By the way, when are you doing a Nick Matthews read again?
It's coming. Don't worry.
It's coming. Okay.
It's coming.
Today?
It's on the
Another
schedule.
day?
Another day.
Okay. Because I talked to some very satisfied individuals.
Well, fantastic.
yeah.
it's
so
coming.
when you get to it,
I believe it'll be tomorrow.
okay.
Ooh, not a spoiler alert.
I hope I don't forget.
I think there's a Nick Matthews read coming tomorrow.
Alrighty.
I'll have to check the schedule.
By the way, with Elon Musk, to wrap this up, because then we've got to get to our closing of the pumpkin carving contest.
We do, yeah.
Get to some email, and then
Yeah.
we're going to see your daughter.
We are.
Yeah, we're going to see Sky perform a little stand-up tonight.
Are you excited? Nervous?
I could, yeah,
No,
I'm fine.
he's fine.
I'm excited to see my daughter do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean,
think
I
she's
grew
going to
up-
be surprisingly good, T.
I think so.
I do.
I think so.
Honestly, I mean that sincerely.
Yeah.
She seems to have no trouble whether she's dealing
Ignorance
with
is
people
bliss.
her own age or when she's dealing with old men like us.
Yeah.
She's the same kind of level. It's kind of like E. Same level, like unaware of
She'll
their,
look you in the eye, though.
She will.
Yeah.
She will. And I think she's
Hey, Mike Stone
she's
doesn't look anybody in the eye,
naturally
and
funny.
look where he got. So
I think she's naturally funny too. So I expect that everyone there's going to suck
My spawn.
giant dicks. But I would not be surprised.
I'm
if
sure
she-
there's going to be a couple that'll be fine. I'm sure there's going to be quite a few that just
Yeah.
blow. I don't even know how many
I
are
was
actually
just-
in it.
I was
and
telling
so-
you guys before the show, though, I get unnaturally uncomfortable around bad open micers. Like it's so cringy, and I just want to slink under the table, because they're so fucking bad, and I know they're trying.
Yeah.
And they're finding out for the first time that being in front of a room full of strangers instead of your friends
Yep.
is a whole different ballgame when it comes to comedy. And so
I feel bad, and not who am I to say anything, but I feel bad when I know they're trying. I will tell you, when you do it enough and you see ones where like they have a cockiness to them, or this
Yeah.
and I know their shit. Like I just did one last Thursday where it's like, dude, I swear to God, this guy's telling some jokes from fucking 4 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I feel bad when I can tell, like, okay, these guys are trying, then
Yeah.
I kind of get that feel. But I see, you know what I mean? I see these some guys, I'm like, dude, they think they're fucking funny or blaming the audience. I've seen
this
that
guy.
before.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I had a
huge
comic
mistake.
Oh my
Huge
God.
mistake to blame the
You
audience.
don't know what's
There
funny.
was one very specific one. I won't, the whole thing, but it was like very specific this last time we were on the road where it was like, this girl 4 times in the thing just was like, that's funny.
Yeah.
Guys, that's funny.
No, the audience will tell you, sweetheart.
we'll-
Yeah, and I'm like,
absolutely.
They're there to laugh.
So when those people hit,
they're dying to laugh.
That's what these are for. These will tell you if it's good or not.
I'm not vindictive, but when those people hit,
there's nobody
I'm okay with them.
holding back laughter to spite you.
Right. So
not happening.
Those people I don't feel so bad for. But the other, I know what you're talking about. If they're trying, it's a bummer, man, to see someone bomb.
Yeah. Well, the telltale, like the thing that takes you from a open micer to a middler to a feature is knowing how to transition, especially when you eat shit.
Yeah.
Like when you think you've got a home run joke and it eats shit. Like, they never know how to transition. That's where they go, oh, gee, thought that was going to work out.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Worked in my head on the way over.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Did that one in Cleveland last week, and it killed.
It killed in Georgia. Yeah.
Right.
Those transitions where they haven't learned how to fucking smoothly, like it was meant to die, and I know how to fucking keep going. Yeah. That's where you see the difference, really, between open micers and middlers.
Very hard.
It's very hard.
The only advice I gave Sky
Grady.
was to air check herself. Right, because I know she did an open mic and all that. And I said, because I know you and I know how you speak.
Right.
And you say like every fucking third word. Right?
That's tough.
People emailed when she was on with us.
I know. And she does. And even in conversation, we're talking about it. And then I was like, she said something to me and I got done and I was like, 7.
Yeah.
She's like, what? I go, you said
times.
like 7 times
likes.
in that sentence. I said, I'm not knocking you for it. Just you have to know it, and you have to understand it, and you have to be able to do it. Because when I started this, I was air checking myself, realizing, and I'm not to toot my horn, but I realized how important it is and what some of my crutches were that I fell back on. I said, that's just yours.
Yeah.
Yep. That was,
we all have those crutches, and they're hard to hear.
You don't hear it in your own head.
Air checking yourself, it's the smartest thing you can do. Now, I'll admit, it sucks being in a radio station when you're new, being air checked by bosses.
Sure.
That is torture because it's like, man, I'm on a mic flying by the seat of my pants.
Why did you say this right here when you could have said it like this?
Or they'll stop the tape and be like, so you want to explain that? And I'm like, no,
really don't.
I don't even remember that. Shit, I said that today?
Yep.
You did. You want to explain that?
Weird.
It's like, I'm just trying to get through a fucking show, man. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know what to tell you. But it's very hard to do. It's very hard to do anything that looks critically
very true
at what you do.
The other thing she said, the one
proud of you for that, T. I know you were bitching about. You were upset at how much swearing you were doing early on.
Yes.
And I didn't know about the you-knows or the you-know is a big one.
Yep.
Like is a big one.
Yeah, for sure.
And swearing is a big crutch too.
Mm-hmm. I will say in comedy too, I don't like to swear that often to me. And when I know I'm doing bad, when it's kind of going rough, I'll start swearing more because and new comics they'll say fuck and people will kind of laugh. And I'm like, oh, I can just say fuck.
Yeah.
And like she was here saying the other day when she was here talking about how fast it can go when you're not like newer and you think you have 5 minutes and it becomes 2.5 minutes.
Yeah. Especially when you start talking fast and you do this and you go all through.
Right.
It was 5 minutes when I did it in front of my mirror and everything was perfect. But now you miss a couple lines and you do all this. And
that's still hard for me.
You're at the end and the light's not on yet. Like,
you find out you're a minute and a half in of what you thought was minute 4.
Right.
Yeah, you realize how long 5 minutes is when you're standing on stage.
If you just were to stand on a comedy stage, like if I were to go up for and say I was going to do 5 minutes and I just stood there, it would seem like it's a fucking hour.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Maybe 2.
Longer than that.
Right.
Anyway, wrapping up the Elon Musk thing before we get to some email and so forth. Far left radio host Dean Obadala appears regularly on MSNBC, announced this week that he was trying to take action to strip Elon Musk of his U.S. citizenship.
Oh, good luck with that.
Yeah, that's going to go over well.
What a fucking, that's the hero none of us knew we needed right there.
Right.
That's exactly what we need.
And what will that do anyway? I mean, it doesn't even. Let's say he made it happen.
I don't know.
So what?
You can own it, but you can't be here. Fuck off.
Go back to South Africa, asshole.
You can't
say go the fuck.
You can't run Tesla from another country.
Yeah, he's an actual African American.
Go the fuck back to South Africa.
You can't run Tesla from another country, right? That's not possible with the internet or anything like that.
If I was him, I would say, fine, I'll leave your country, and I would take Tesla, I would take Twitter, I would take everything, SpaceX,
bye.
and move it to South Africa. Just go there and go, okay, go fuck yourself. Hope you're happy, Silicon Valley.
Yep.
Hope that worked out for you.
Bye.
Bye. They're already talking about him moving Twitter headquarters down to Austin.
I believe it.
And it's like, so Tesla, Twitter.
Of course.
Like, at some point, Silicon Valley's going to have to wake up and go,
I don't think they will.
what are we doing here?
Honestly.
Florida's got to be like, hey, SpaceX.
Yeah.
Come on,
We already got the launch pad.
Right? We got no income tax down here. Come to daddy.
Be perfect. You can move
Big
all
Ron's like,
that
come to
stuff.
daddy. I'll make you a sweet deal before I take office.
As a lawyer, I'm going to do research to see if Elon Musk in any way lied on his application for U.S. citizenship.
Fuck off.
I'll be making a FOIA request for his immigration application. If he lied anywhere on that application, we will move to strip him of U.S. citizenship.
But why should it matter
Stay
anyway?
tuned.
Why should I thought we don't have borders and stuff. Everyone should be allowed in here anyway.
Wait, no human being is illegal,
Right.
right?
Correct.
We've been told
By the
that.
way, what again? And such a go-to line, but what a fun guy to party that must be. I mean, I know it's such an obvious go-to.
Well, it's
but
funny because people take shots at him after this when he comes out with this, and it's like,
This is just a look at me. That's
Yeah.
all this is nothing. There's nothing there.
No, of
it's
course not.
This is just an opportunity
lied at
for
all on
people
his
like you to
application.
say this fucking clown's name.
yeah.
Congratulations.
I formally made a request via FOIA today for Elon Musk's immigration application document. You can't you can't do a FOIA request for someone else's immigration
I wouldn't think that's
papers.
under the FOIA umbrella.
No, freedom of information.
Again.
Why do you have
You said his name. You fell for it.
What makes you think you're entitled to someone's immigration paperwork? That has nothing to do with public welfare or anything. Like, dude, really? You think you... Why don't you just go grab Jose fucking Gomez's immigration? Let's see if he lied on his application. Let's see if we can't just...
Yeah, but that's not Elon Musk.
Yeah, okay.
He doesn't own Twitter.
I will let you know what I hear back. You're going to hear nothing back,
fuck all this.
dickhead.
on the edge of my seat. I can't wait for these
The application
with bating breath.
Right, for these findings.
The application may be 100% fine with no misinformation or lies. Then again, we will see.
Actually, you know what,
No,
dude?
you won't see, asshole, because you have no right to it.
Is that guy is this on Twitter or are you just reading a paper article that he was saying?
Well, I'm assuming it's Twitter because he tagged at Elon Musk.
Only because, like, I don't do Twitter anymore, but, like, when he said, like, I'll keep you up to date, if I were, I wouldn't mind people just sitting there adding him every single day. Any info we got?
Yeah.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah,
what's
right.
up? How's it going? How's the investigation going?
Did you report him yet?
Yeah.
Here's the thing that he knows
want
that
him to
we
be- I
don't.
want him to
and
answer
obviously, he claims to be a
You gotta
lawyer.
be real
so-
careful going after African Americans these days. though.
Yeah,
Is he
that's
black?
True. Who?
The guy who's doing this.
No,
Elon
Elon
Musk.
Musk.
Oh.
Elon Musk is an African American.
He is?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's born in South Africa.
Yeah, but
He's African American. He's got American
Okay.
citizenship. He's African American.
he's not,
Defend your point, E.
he's not black, though, right?
Fuck
You
does
don't
that
have
have
to
to
be.
do with anything?
He's from
But
South
then
Africa.
nobody said black.
That's not
dickhead.
the
We
same.
said
That's
African
not what we
American.
mean when we mean African
He's
American.
an actual African American. Look it up.
Holy
Jesus,
shit.
Jesus.
See
Jesus.
how racist your mind works? My God.
He's more African American than any black guy born in America.
That's not what you mean when you say that. Like, you're like Terry Crews up here. Like, he's African American.
Okay.
Or he's black.
Do you Google Terry Crews?
Why would you
He was
Google
just-
Terry Crews? He's just what? Just the blackest guy
I had
you
white.
know?
I had the white chicks.
didn't you
White chicks cast up here earlier. 'cause you were
Was
trying to-
Terry Crews in that movie?
No, but it was Sean Wayans that you were thinking of.
Yes, exactly. It was not.
Was it really?
Marlon,
Yes.
Marlon and Sean, right?
Never got back to it. But I had
That's
it.
funny. Yeah, I would have sworn that was Damon. Okay, good job. He claimed that Musk
You're
was
supposed to come to my defense there, E, when you know I'm right.
Where would you write it? Oh, about Sean Wayans.
yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Obladala claimed that Musk was trying
Obladala. Life goes on.
that Musk was trying to manipulate both U.S. political sides into violence.
Oh, fuck off.
Is that what he's doing?
No.
Reminder, Elon Musk does not love the USA. He is using us to attack each other. Is Elon Putin funded?
Wait, I thought.
Jeez
Oh
Louise.
my God.
Jesus Christ.
just
The,
imagine-
the world's richest man is funded by Putin.
Yeah.
Is this clown
He
for
could
real?
fund Putin.
Yeah. Yeah. Is he China funded? Unclear, but he's anti-American.
Oh my God! Like everyone on the left. that
They don't
hates
even like America. What are you
I know,
talking
that's
about?
the
Like,
irony.
it's so weird when they use. I've always said that about Jan 6. You know what I mean? When the greatest hit to democracy, they don't even like democracy.
I know it's a
such a-
tactic, man.
right.
No, it's a tactic.
Yeah.
It is to just.
They care when they want to say.
No,
they
you
care.
just accuse the other people of doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Journalist Yajir Ali tweeted, "Some of you have truly lost the plot. Also, you can't gain access to someone else's immigration records without written consent. As a lawyer, ... Even Obladala acknowledged that Musk would have to consent to such records being released, but then floated, let's see, he said, If he consents, I will share the file.
Okay, good. Thanks, pal.
Good.
Oh, if he could. If I were Elon, I would just be like, you're right. Okay, I lied. I'm not an American, but I'm no person's illegal, right?
Congratulations. You said obla-dee, obla-dala multiple times, which gave that dickbag the win.
Mm-hmm. If he refuses to consent, then we must ask, what is Elon hiding? Oh, so he doesn't do it exactly what you want, you far left
that's
fucking
why it's
creep.
That's why it's a catch-22, man.
Yeah.
It's a little like blackmail
to
me. I'm not sure
Jesus
exactly.
Christ, E, didn't we just talk about this?
Oh, what, blackmail?
Oh, my God. Why can't it just be mail?
Caucasian male.
Caucasian. Elon did respond and say, I did everything by the books when I moved here, and now watch the U.S. immigration turn into a joke. Open borders, toying with the ideas of illegals voting, free money, abortions, IDs, all okay on our tax dollars. But Elon Musk disagreeing with a lib, he must be sent back.
Time to go.
Much tolerant, very wow.
But if he goes back, can he just walk across? Because why would it matter?
Yeah, of course. No, it doesn't. It's just, again, this is just a grandstanding by a nobody.
Can you imagine being such a loser to me?
I love these last two. If this doesn't get Musk deported, nothing will.
Let me ask you this, Troy.
Hold on.
Okay,
Let me finish this real quick so I can set the paper down and then we can discuss.
Gotcha.
Attorney Ari Cohn added, it seems fitting that a dude who was suspended from practice for 12 years would write something this stupid and incompetent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know he was suspended as a lawyer.
I don't either, but
doesn't shock
now
me.
you know.
Would you rather, Troy, me crying and or punching walls over the Lions game or caring so much about this, like being that dude? Going at Elon Musk. I mean, I think that's way worse.
I'll give you the sports all day long.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, talk about caring about something that is just nothing's going to happen. That's it. It's not even like he thinks he caused.
It's
you know
troll,
what I mean?
man.
Yeah.
It's disingenuous as fuck.
Right.
Is it? I don't know what it is because he's going to be on MSNBC. He'll probably get a slot on there.
Right. So, well, what do you
talk
think?
about his part?
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
answers my question.
Okay. Let's get to some email. We're running late. We got
We gotta get out of here. We have big news stuff.
So this is from your boy James.
Okay.
So take that
Okay.
with a grain of salt. Spot on, Mike. These dumb motherfuckers and their statements are worse than the actions they address. The smug lawyer used to argue in circles about blah, blah, blah. Just release a statement. Okay, fine. One statement, you ass fucks, to state the obvious. Fuck me, I'm so sick of the idiocy. In this case, everyone putting out a statement needs to be hit in the head with a helmet. Might make them think twice before the redundant, needless, multiple statements.
All right. Congratulations. He supported you on that one.
Yeah, I like that. He supported you before.
I know.
I don't want to hear it.
Yep.
All right, we'll hold this one back. We'll hold this back.
I see that picture. You can pull that one back as well.
Pablo?
Oh, no. I thought that was...
All he said negative about you is, P.S. today's show sounded way better than yesterday's.
Referring to yesterday.
So I'm assuming, this is from a while ago.
Okay. Well, that could just be any... That's a form letter to him. He just sends it in. For
Standard procedure.
Fair enough.
I just...
We've got to get going. So we want to do... I did a shit job, I'll be honest with you.
We didn't promote.
RadioFor1.com. Listen, buy merch, T-shirts, tank tops, sweatshirts, Amazon link, Amazon Canada, MyPillow. Use promo code TDC. Groupon is there. Link to our Patreon page. We have a new member that just signed up.
Yeah, I know. Listen,
we'll mention that
when
tomorrow.
He's here, I know. It's just fucking chaos.
My store.
When I reel it in, things are under control.
Yeah. So we'll do that.
No, save it. I want the glory.
But we did mention a pumpkin carving contest.
We did.
We did not mention it nearly enough.
No, we should have promoted it
That
more.
is on that is on me completely. Yep. Troy and I did pumpkins. You did a TDC podcast one, which is awesome.
E, can you put it up there? Let's see. They're supposed to have this stuff already.
It is. It's right here. I don't... Just a second. Why is it... There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, that's great.
That's not bad, right?
It's not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Looks pretty good, right?
Not bad. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Fuck yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Now, we have Liz in here. Hi, Liz.
Hi, Liz.
You don't have to come over and jump on mic if you don't want. I get it. But she did something a little different. You took issue with it, which I understand. I understand both sides of the argument.
I think it's fantastic.
Can we see the
wares?
Liz, do you want to jump up there real quick? We don't need to go crazy.
Bring the goods.
I don't. By the way, Mike, the email, if this is referring to anything that you...
TDC loaf this time.
Oh,
what's that?
No, this is a different.
Oh, where's the TDC loaf?
I already ate it.
Oh shit! What is this one?
This is just your loaf.
This was a new carving that I did.
Oh, okay.
So.
Is it sourdough?
Oh Oh, yeah. It's
Regular?
the
All right.
Oh, the sourest.
Okay.
Oh, the sourest of doughs.
I did a lot
Excellent.
of experimenting this week. Really nerded out.
Really?
I think you'll be happy.
May I?
It's a great looking loaf.
I love sourdough bread so much.
It's one of my favorite statements in the world. That's a great looking loaf.
Yeah.
It's not utilized nearly enough. It is. It's like almost like a snowflake design.
Oh, wow.
I almost shaped it into a pumpkin, then carved it just as a real
Okay, see that you would have got some bonus points for that.
Oh, I
Yes?
want to eat
I just
this
wondered if
right
it fit
now.
into the category for you.
Well, had you gone pumpkin and made it look like a pumpkin and then carved it, you would have gotten a lot more leeway. Yeah.
I don't know if you heard Troy, but he was like, "It's not a pumpkin. That
well,
doesn't count."
no, I mean because
Which I understood. And
Would
his
you like to
vote
fondle the loaf?
is worth quite a bit. Oh, don't let E touch it.
it's in a
plastic
bag.
on it.
It's in a bag. Don't open
All right.
it.
Well, thank you so much for. You guys did the same logo as Troy did on the pumpkin, but on a sourdough round loaf, and you sent pictures before and after of it as raw dough,
Very
and then
cool.
baked, and it
Yes.
came out fantastic.
Really did.
caraway seeds also, not dirty fingers.
Okay, is that what it was on your husband's?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
He's got seeds jammed up under there. Okay.
Well, we looked at it and we took issue with the picture because his fingers were in it. We're like, oh,
Yeah,
it looks like
fingernails were dirty.
E's fingers. Yeah,
Right.
filthy.
Right.
She's claiming it's part of the process. So I was like, I don't know. Troy said you're not going to win because it's not a pumpkin, it's bread, but I don't care. I
Yeah.
still want to try it.
Of course.
And so we arranged schedules so you could stop by, bring one of these by. You were going to drop it on the porch, but I'm like, why don't you come in, hang, watch a
didn't
little bit of the
wanna
show.
impose.
No,
Not
no,
at
no,
all.
it's fine.
Nice to have you. Thank
Not
you.
at all.
Glad you came in and made yourself at home.
Well, you have extra snacks too, so we can.
What's that?
I brought extra snacks.
Oh,
too.
awesome.
Sweet.
Awesome.
We love snacks.
We do. We're
Indeed.
big snack fans.
Big deal.
We do have to get out of here, but we did want to mention we did get a few entries.
Yes.
I
for
did,
the
by the way,
pumpkin
just real quick,
carving.
Mike, your email didn't come through to me.
It didn't.
So I
Okay.
had
Okay,
the other one that
so-
Troy sent
Well,
me.
we'll
but-
just
So the ones I sent, I think we showed.
We showed a
picture.
picture of it. Yeah. So it was the couple that did the underwater carving.
Yeah.
In a bunny suit and the Mad Hatter underwater carved TDC into the pumpkin.
But it was very basic. It was just TDC.
It was, and I mean, let's not take the underwater and in costume, out of the equation.
Yeah.
So I mean, that
being
was
20 feet underwater with a knife and
yes. That there was a lot
very
there.
cool.
That was the leader going into the other day.
yeah.
We didn't get a ton of entries, which is a little disappointing, but I get it.
But we didn't mention it.
We didn't promote it, and that's
need to
on us.
promote it.
We should
Yeah.
have promoted it more.
Yeah.
But we got one the other day that, to me, and we haven't had an official vote, but to me,
I'm with you. I'm with
is the clear cut winner
Yeah.
on this.
Yeah.
Is it this one that you're talking about, or
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And there's video too.
There's a video that goes along with it, but I couldn't get the video to share that discusses this. So essentially, what this is two pumpkins joined by a stalk.
yeah.
Or whatever
One's
you
wearing
call that
jeans,
thing.
one's wearing man
so
panties.
There's a TDC on one and Jack's on the other, carved into it. But that is the definition of docking.
Yeah. Oh, docking. Isis, do you have there?
Do we have it? So these are two pumpkins docking
Yeah.
each other. And can you zoom all the way in on the docking situation? Can we keep
He's
going?
trying to find the.
Is that as far? Yeah. So
What is that?
it looks like docking. It looks
Yeah, it does.
and so
I love how he's got a small pair of jeans on the.
fucking underwear on the Jacks and the
Yeah.
jeans and a t-shirt on the TDC one.
Yeah.
So to me it was that's a mic drop. That's a walk-off homer
Yeah.
in the
You know,
ninth inning. So this is Will Morris, right?
Okay, gotcha.
I
Okay.
believe this is who sent the pictures. I assume this is who did the carvings. We'll have to confirm this
Yeah.
going forward. But I believe Will Morris would be our winner in the clubhouse.
Okay. And so I don't mind doing an in-studio visit. I know we had talked about just doing.
That's
a
what you
t-shirt
put
or
out there.
something,
I
but
know.
I
Yeah,
put
of
that out
course.
there.
In fact, we'll reach out to him and give him the option. If he would
Okay.
rather have a shirt or an in-studio visit.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
But people have done these over the years.
Who would pick the other?
Do you remember the pumpkin they did of us?
Who would pick the shirt?
Yeah, over.
You can have a shirt forever. A fucking studio visit. A couple of hours.
If it were me,
Ask Liz. This is boring as shit,
Yeah,
right?
right. She's been sitting over there falling asleep.
I've been playing with the dogs.
Yeah.
Getting distracted.
we'll see that alone.
That will happen.
Doctor, look who's here. Look at this son of a bitch. Dr. Tooch.
Yes, sir.
We've had pumpkins carved over the years. There was one done of us. Remember that one, E?
Yes.
That someone did of our faces. That was
do.
fucking
That was badass.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That was really cool. We've had cookies made
Yeah.
with our faces and sayings and stuff. Anytime you incorporate the Jacks, it's just a win.
Yeah, no doubt. And I
just-
mean, there's legit docking going on there. And I
Yeah.
assume this is out for. Has everybody seen that? Did you put that
Yes,
up there?
correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Not just for our
There you go.
viewing pleasure. That's yeah.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Will.
Yes.
It's creative. It's well thought.
Yes, exactly.
Thought out. And
I mean, to see those two pumpkins together and go, got it.
I want to know, did that remain on the porch for kiddies coming by and picking up candy? That's
Right.
That's really what I want to know.
Did that get put out for one
Did
photo
you have
shoot?
the
and that was
balls
it?
to leave that on the porch when you had 5-year-olds coming up?
That will
trick-or-treating?
go a long way.
Yeah.
To your street cred.
Oh yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Congratulations. And Liz, thank you so much for bringing this by after
Lovely.
work.
Can't
I-
wait to dig into this.
Yeah.
Looks
We're gonna
amazing.
tear that thing up. And the problem with this is, if it's as good as it looks.
He's going to want a steady supply.
Yeah, I'm going to want a steady supply. And so this could be a problem for you and your husband going forward. I'm just being honest. And with that, we'll call it a day. We're running late, T. So
Yeah. Go Sky.
Thank you, everybody. Good luck to Sky tonight. Yeah. We're rooting for her.
I don't think it's a contest. I think it's just a showcase.
Oh, it's always a contest, my man.
just always
If
a
you're on
contest.
stage, it's a contest.
Attaboy.
I just wanted to do well.
Yes, of course.
I don't want her to run off stage in tears. That's all.
I'm
you know?
kind of kidding, but obviously kind of not.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, let's call it a day there. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then.